Welcome to the topic tense. Now, what is tense? What do you mean by tense? Is it time? In order to clarify this, let's have a look at this timeline. Suppose this is now or the present time. In time, whatever is before now is what we call past, and whatever comes after now is called future. And now or the present time is a very brief moment. But what about tense? Tense is related to time, but it's not time. Tense is form of verb, and using different forms of verbs we indicate whether it's in the past time or the present or the future. So tense is not time, but it is the form of verb through which we indicate different times. So in English, tense we have three: present, past, and future. And each one of them has got four, let's say perspectives here, or let's say aspects. For example, present has got simple present, continuous present, perfect present, and perfect continuous present. Similarly for the past also, as well as for future. So altogether we have got 12 tenses. We can say three tenses, of course, but with four subtenses. Altogether we have 12, like present simple, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. And for past, similarly again 4 more, and for future again 4, like future simple, future continuous, future present, and future perfect continuous. And how do we form? What is the structure of the verb in this tense? Let's see. For the present simple is verb in the root form, or sometimes verb plus s, or what we call the third person singular form, depending upon the subject. And then present continuous we have be, for which we use either is, am, or are, depending upon the subject, plus verb in ing form or continuous form. Present perfect we have or has, depending upon the subject, plus past participle, or sometimes the passive form we call it. Then present perfect continuous, have or has plus been and verb in ing form. Similarly, past has got 4 forms. For past simple, simply verb plus ed. I'm talking about regular verbs. And past continuous, we have verb, was or were, depending upon the subject. Singular is was, plural is were, plus verb in ing form, that is past continuous form. And past perfect here is had plus past participle form of the verb. And past perfect continuous, had plus been followed by verb in ing form. Again, coming to future simple will be will or shall, depending upon the subject, plus verb in the root form. Future continuous would be will or shall plus followed by be followed by verb in ing form. And future perfect will be will or shall plus have or has followed by past participle. And future perfect continuous will be will or shall followed by have or has, again followed by been and verb in ing form. So let's see examples here. For example, let's bring the verb play. It's either play or plays, and for which is or am or are playing, or have or has played for the perfect form. And for perfect continuous, have or has been playing. And past simple, played. And past continuous, was or were playing. And past perfect, had played. And past perfect continuous, had been playing. For future simple, let's say will play. Will followed by verb in the root form. Future continuous, will be playing. Future perfect, will have played. And future perfect continuous, will have been playing. Let's see in a sentence now. Simple ones here. He plays. He is playing. He has played. He has been playing. Now coming to the past, he played, he was playing, he had played, and he had been playing. Coming to the future, he will play, he will be playing, he will have played, and he will have been playing. So this is how we form the tense. This is the structure of the tense in English. Now let's come to the first, that is simple present tense. Now that we know the structure, let's see when and how do we use this simple present tense. Simple present tense, first of all, we use it for habits of frequency, as well as for general truths and repeated actions, and sometimes for unchanging situations, emotions, and wishes, etc. Let's see some examples here. I read novels regularly. Regularly indicates that it's a habit, so we use read in simple present form. See here again, Mumbai is a large city. It's a fact, or let's say it's a general truth, so we use simple present. It rains every evening in July, so it is something that happens repeatedly, so we use simple present. I live in Mumbai. This is an unchanging situation, so we use live, not I live or I'm living. And now coming to the second use of simple present. We use simple present when a situation arises at the present time with stative verbs. Unlike the action verbs, sometimes we call it linking verb. These stative verbs or linking verbs, they do not show any action. Examples are given here like sound, know, belong to, need, seem. Let's have a look at some of the examples. I need 5,000 rupees. Need is a stative verb, so we use simple present here. That sounds interesting. She likes me. Like is again stative verb. I know the story. We cannot see the action of the verb know. It's a stative verb, so we use simple present here. Now coming to the third use of simple present tense. We use this to give instructions or directions. Let's have a look. Open the packet and put the contents on the table. You see, open, put all in simple present because we are giving instructions. Walk straight till the bookshop and turn right. So walk and turn, we are giving simple present tense here because we are giving the direction to somebody. Open the packet and empty the contents in a bucket. So open and empty, we use simple present because we are giving instructions here. So coming to the next use of simple present tense, we use it to express fixed arrangements. It might be at present or in the future. Let's see here, the plane departs at 9. So it's a fixed arrangement that the plane would be departing at 9 o'clock at present. So we use simple present here. Another one here, the tournament starts next Monday. It is already fixed that next Monday, which is a future time, so the tournament would start. So we use the tournament starts in the simple present form. Coming to the next use, we use this with future constructions after some conjunctions like after, when, before, as soon as, until, etc. Let's have a look at some of the examples. She'll see you before she leaves. So we use she leaves because we have got this conjunction before here. We'll give it to her as soon as she arrives. Simple present because we have this conjunction as soon as. Coming to another use of simple present tense, we use this about actions happening now. Actions are short that they finish almost as soon as you have said it. Example here, in sports commentary in television or in stadiums, or even in creative writing to increase the pace of action or urgency in some narratives. Let's have a look at some of the examples here. See here, Messi takes the ball, he runs down the wing, he runs past the defender and he scores. See here, all the verbs in red letters, they are in simple present because whatever the actions they are happening, the moment they are short at the moment you utter, the action is finished and the next action comes on. So for such commentaries like in sports, we use simple present tense. Now coming to creative writing here, let's have a look at here. I like to run at night. No one watches me. No one hears sneakers sleeping in the loose gravel at the side of the road. Gravity doesn't exist. My muscles don't hurt. I float, drift faster. Okay, this is the beginning of the book Catalyst. Okay, it's a small novel. But, okay, this is how the action begins, or let's say the narrative begins in the novel. So the actions, it shows the urgency. So this is rarely used, but it shows the speed at which the actions are happening. So this is the use of simple present tense. Now let's come to present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, we know the form is a be verb in appropriate form, is, am, or are, followed by verb in ing form. So let's see here, the first use is an action going on at the moment, which is still going on. See here, I'm writing a letter now. Yes, right now the writing is going on. So it's present continuous tense. She's sleeping. Yes, she's still sleeping. She hasn't opened her eyes yet. So present continuous tense. Another use is an action going on during this period of time or a trend. Let's see here. I'm still working for the same company. Yes, it has been going on for a duration and still going on. Sometimes we use this one. Then another one here, look here. Many people are becoming obese these days. Means many people, it is a trend these days that many people have become obese. So we use here, many people are becoming obese because it is a trend at present. Now coming to the next use of present continuous, we use it for an action or even in the future, which has already been planned or prepared. Let's see here. We are going on holiday tomorrow. The action will be in the future time, tomorrow, but it is already planned. So we are going. I'm coming next month. Yes, this is again future time, but it is already prepared. I am already prepared that I'm coming next month. So I'm coming. Present continuous tense. See here again. She can play badminton with you tomorrow. The action will be tomorrow. She is not working. She is not working. We are using present continuous. What does it mean? It means she will not be working tomorrow. So we can use present continuous to express future time also. And now we have two future events. We're using present continuous as well as present simple. So let's see the difference between these two. We use present continuous about actions already planned and definite, and preparations might have already started. But what about simple present? Okay, example here. We are going on holiday tomorrow. Means we have already planned that we are going tomorrow for holiday. And coming to present simple tense, we use it for scheduled events that happen at the same time, just like in timetables in railways, flights, or bus, like that. Example here, the plane departs at 9. So it's a timetable that the plane departs at this time. It's a regular time. So that's this time we use simple present. So this is the difference between present continuous and present simple use for actions in future time. Now coming to present continuous tense, another use, we use it for a temporary event or situation, even if the action isn't happening at this moment. See here, I'm staying with my parents for a week. It is not necessary that you are staying at present. It might be that you are planning to stay for some time, for a week, with your parents. See here, I'm reading a great novel. It's not necessary that you are reading right now. It also means that you have been reading it and still reading. He usually stays behind the camera, but he's acting on the stage tonight. Yes, usually he's behind the camera, but tonight, he's on the stage for a brief temporary situation only. So we use this present continuous tense. Coming to the next use, present continuous is also used to describe and emphasize habits that are not regular, but that happen very often. Let's see examples here. You're always complaining about your nagging wife. So this gives emphasis about complaining of, okay, you are always complaining. So you are describing or giving emphasis. So this time we use present continuous. Similarly here, my neighbor is forever quarreling with his wife. Forever indicates the emphasis, so we can use is quarreling very often. Here again, she's constantly missing the train. So you are describing how often she misses. So we use present continuous in such forms. And here again, my wife's always smiling at strangers. Of course, you won't like her then. So you are emphasizing that she's how you dislike her smiling at the strangers using present continuous tense. Now let's come to present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, we use it either with has or have depending upon the subject, followed by past participle form of the verb. Let's see here. The use, okay, this present perfect, it indicates a link between the present and the past. So that is why present perfect. See, action is before now, but when exactly is not specified in present perfect tense. So let's see there another one. And in present perfect tense, the speaker is more interested in the result than in the action itself. Not in the action, but the result of the action. Let's see examples here. When do we use this present perfect tense? For unfinished action, those states or habits started in the past, and the action continues now to the present. I have known her since childhood. See, I have known her, present perfect. From when? Since childhood. Means from the past and still you know her. Of course, you cannot stop knowing her. He has lived in Mumbai since 1999. So from a specific time you have started living and still you are living. So from past it has started and still continuing. So present perfect tense here. He has lived in Mumbai for 21 years. Yes, means for the last 21 years. They have lived in Delhi since 2002. It means they still do. And second use is action performed during a period that has not yet finished. See here, she has watched the movie twice this week. It means she has completed watching the movie 2 times or twice, but you remember still in the sentence the week isn't over yet. She may watch it 3rd time also. She has read many stories this month. Yes, she has read many stories, and the month isn't over yet. The month is going on. The period is going on. I have not visited my parents this year. Means you haven't visited your parents and the year is still going on. The year is not over. So these are actions performed during a period that has not yet finished. The year is not yet finished. Next use is a repeated action in an unspecified period between the past and now. See here, I have visited Mumbai several times, but when specific is not mentioned, but is in the past time. Between the past time and now, you have visited Mumbai several times. I have read a novel 3 times earlier than now, in the past. She has visited me many times in the past, and between the past and now. And the next use is an action that was completed in the very recent past, expressed by just. Let's see example here. I've just finished the assignment. Yes, you have just completed. You have finished. So this we use here also present perfect tense. Another example. They have just left for hospital. At the very moment they are not here, they have left for hospital. I have just seen her wearing a red jacket. Have just seen. The action of seeing has just completed. And next, The same tense is used for action when the time is not important. See here, he has watched the Black Panther. It doesn't matter when he watches, it matters that he has watched. And the result you're watching is more important than when. I've studied French for 2 years. Here it means it is not important when I studied, but it matters that you have studied. Have you listened to Brand Adams? So the emphasis is whether you have listened or not when. Anytime. It might be anytime in the past, of course. And now let's see the difference between have been and have gone. Both are in present perfect tense. Let's see here. Both are past participles of go, but slightly different in use. Let's see the difference here. We use have been for talking about experience, both of course, and have been for the person visited the place and he has come back. And has gone means the person has visited the place and at place he has at present he has come back. No. Have gone, yes, have gone, he hasn't returned yet. Let's see example here. I've been to Mumbai. Yes, it means I have visited Mumbai in my life. I don't live there and right now I'm not in Mumbai. I've come back, I'm here now. That is have been. Coming to gone, she has gone to Mumbai. Yes, and she hasn't returned yet. She's still in Mumbai. My son's been to school today. Means my son has gone to school and come back now. Now he is not at school, he is here now. My son's gone to school today. Means he has gone and he hasn't returned yet. He might be still in school. So there's the difference between have been and have gone. Coming to the past perfect continuous. The form is has or have followed by been and verb in ing form. This is used for actions that were continuously happening in the past and are still happening. I have been reading a novel since yesterday. You have started it yesterday and you are still reading it. I've been watching a movie for 2 hours. Yes, for the last 2 hours duration you have been watching a movie and still you are watching. The action is still happening. The watching is going on. And we use this tense for temporary habits or situations which started in the past and continues to the present, but doesn't say how long so clearly. And in such cases, mostly we use words like recently. It was like this. Let's see example here. I've been reading novels a lot recently. Yes. They've been living with me while they look for an apartment. So here, this is how we use present perfect continuous. The last use of this example, last example here, I have been playing chess a lot recently. Recently, you have been playing, of course, and these days you are still continuing this action. And coming to the final use of present perfect continuous, we use it for past perfect actions, finish recently. See here, I'm tired. I've been running for 30 minutes. You are tired now. Why? Because just now you had finished your running for 30 minutes. The action is completed. The road is wet. Has it been raining? Yes. Now it is not raining. It has stopped raining. You didn't see the rain, but you see the road is wet. So has it been raining? Present perfect continuous. You don't understand because you haven't been listening. So the action of listening was the action of speaking was just completed, and you don't understand because you haven't listened. So the action is completed just now. The action of listening, speaking and listening is just completed. So this is how we use present perfect continuous. Thank you. In the next section, we'll see about